Yeah. We back. I'm back up on it. Smash the like button. We still mobbing now. Shout out to Ivan Garcia. He said, yo, Ego, you the best, man. Keep it up, brother. Much love from a Mexican brother. Shout out to La Raza. You know, step into mi casa. We just gonna talk about this good boxing stuff. This is what we do, you know. We all connect. Black, white, brown. Everybody in between. We here to talk. This good talk. This boxing talk. This Death Row East. Believe in that. Ego Valley in the building. Pictures rolling. Throw your fingers up. We still mobbing. Shout out to Eric 415. We on that Bay Area shit. You on Bay Area time right now. You are now rocking with the best. I don't know what happened to the last stream. YouTube tripping. So we just move forward. Smash the like button. There's more people in the last stream. All of a sudden the audio won't work. I didn't change anything. I didn't tweak any settings. All of a sudden, doesn't work. Shout out to D21519. We back up in it. Hey, he said we back up in it like a tampon. Wow. Always. Get it? I said we back up in it like a tampon. Always. Bars. Let's get it. Okay. We just gonna warm the mic up. Let these notifications go out, baby. Got a lot to talk about today. Throw your dubs up. Throw your dubs up. In the club, what? Throw your dubs up. Feeling good, man. My allergies killing me, though. These California allergies is crazy. He said, yeah, lunch break with Ego. What you eating? Enjoy your lunch. You about to eat some of them Steve rolls. Get it? Steve rolls. Steve Rolls, Triple G's next opponent. He about to eat some Steve Rolls, some Cheddar Bay biscuits. Shout out to D. Let's get it. I'm in a good mood. But I've been in a good mood all year. Because we killing. They got Steve Rolls on the menu, man. Oh, we gotta talk about this. I told y'all. New media. Y'all wildin' one time. What beat is this? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, we got sound. We back. Oh, this that West shit. Oh my gosh. Boom. We back. D said Dazn is looking like trash. Oh, this be hard. Man, we back. We come talk about it. I can't wait. You know, I don't want to keep y'all. Yeah, I could picture E40 on that. Somebody, exhibit or somebody. I don't even show an ID at my bank. We just sold TLA. Young Nipsey the Great. I don't even need an ID at my bank. Hey, I don't even need an ID at my bank. Young Nipsey the Great. We just sold TLA. Oh shit. You ever like swallow your spit, pause, and go down the wrong pipe? That shit felt weird. Hey, Prophet tripping is here. Y'all gotta calm Prophet down. He tripping. He says, what a horrible birthday present from Dazn, losers. Hey, bro, you wild. Let's talk about it. Smash the like button. I'm just gonna jump into it. We're not even gonna do a roll call because the last stream, I don't know what happened with the audio, so I had to just reboot everything. Hold on, that can't be true. I gotta check that. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody, hold on. Oh my gosh. Hold on. This can't be real. It can't be life. Hold on, this can't be life. Let me check this out for myself. You know. Hold on. Shout out to Box Rec. Hold on. Alright, 19-0, 10 knockouts. So 53. He hasn't really fought anyone. His last fight, he fought a guy who's 21-5-1. Keandre Leatherwood. That's a black ass name. That's a black ass name. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to stereotype, but that's a black ass name. I guarantee you if I look up Keandre Leatherwood, he black. Cause that's a black ass name. That's a hood ass name. Like, what's your name? Yeah, they call me motherfucking Keandre Leatherwood, motherfucker. That's a black ass name. I'm lying? Okay. That's a black ass name. I see why y'all the Black Channel. I see why that's a black ass name. Keandre, you motherfucker. Oh my god. Do y'all even want to do this? Y'all even want to do this? Who is Keandre Leatherwood, bro? I would if I could. I'm motherfucking Keandre Leatherwood, motherfucker. Like, who is Keandre Leatherwood? Like, I don't even know who that is, bro. Y'all even want to do this? Or y'all just gonna concede? You know how you playing Madden and you stomp they ass? You playing the online match. It's fourth quarter. There's only like 49 seconds left, and you up by 3 touchdowns. And it was like your player has tried to concede the game, and then you're like, nope. And then all of a sudden it says your opponent has left the match. Yeah, motherfucker. Do y'all want to just leave the match? Oh, media. I'm honestly, y'all wanna concede? Y'all want to just leave the match? Y'all just gonna leave? I need some answers at this point. They gotta leave, bro. Old media, I don't know. And you know what the funny thing is? They always say like when Mayweather fought Pacquiao, I said Mayweather would win. They're like, yeah, well, I'll be back, man. You gotta close your account, close your channel down after Mayweather gets knocked out. You know, saying all this dumb shit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be here after the Mikey Garcia fight with Errol Spence. Yeah, you're gonna have to close your channel. Does it look like I was left off bad and bougie? First of all, I would never close something I work for off of one fight anyway, but I wasn't even wrong, so they look crazy. Yeah, Mikey, he's gonna outbox the fuck out of Errol Spence. He's overrated. The Black Channel? Why would Errol Spence, you know? You're gonna close your channel, man. Where they at, though? Oh, media, what y'all trying to do? Do y'all want to keep going? Yeah, y'all still think y'all fucking with new media? Like, honestly, do y'all really think y'all fucking with new media? Like, to be honest, I'm trying to help them out. Hey, bro, get Will Boog. What? Will Boog says you fought a guy named Keandre Backwoods. Oh, man. Daryl Zapata said, Boxingego, man, that picture for the live stream had me like, what the fuck? Triple G? G? 3G? All right. We gonna keep going. So, in case you're just tuning in, my name is Ego. I am your conscience. So he's fighting this, dude, Memph Bleak or Loon or whoever this is from Bad Boy. Steve Rolls, 19-0, like, a little over half knockouts, but he hasn't fought anyone, 10 knockouts. His last opponent was Keandre Leatherwood, Damian Ezekiel Bonelli, Andrek Saraguchi. I'm just going to, freestyle these names because I don't know any of them. Damon Nicholson, Jack Nicholson's. He had a black son back in the day. He crept on his wife and this town needs an enema. I want you to meet my son, Damon Nicholson. He's eventually gonna fight Steve Rolls. Attila the Hun. I don't know none of these names. Steed. I never even met a person named Steed. Look, some of these fighters he fought don't even have ratings. Like, look at this TMI dude, too much information or whatever. Look, he don't even have a rating, bro. Look, back to back, these guys don't even have like a rating. These other dudes get 1-star rating. Look, they got 1 star or no ratings, bro. What are we talking about? So, to be real, I don't like I said, I don't know Steve Rolls. He didn't do nothing, but it's clear he hasn't fought at the caliber of an Olympian like Golovkin. And look at the other thing that I know this is, he's 35 years old. So it's not like he's like 22 and he just hasn't had no opportunity. You know what I'm saying? He's 35. He's a grown ass man. He's 35 years old. So it's, if he was like fresh out the Olympics, like Teofimo or something. Look, he fighting 10 rounders. He fought 1 10-rounder, bruh. Wow. They were right. Get out of here. Look, his last fight was a 10-rounder. And his first 10-rounder, he went UD. Everything else, 8-rounder, 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 6-rounders, 4-rounders. Wow. Hold on. So he, hey, I'm out, bro. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4-rounders. Then he graduated to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6-rounders. Then he graduated to 8-rounders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had 7 8-rounders, and then his last fight against Keandre Leatherwood was his first 10-rounder, and it went the full 10 rounds. Get the fuck up out of here. So this is inexcusable for someone at the level of pound for pound number 1. That's what y'all told me, right? Y'all said Triple G was pound for pound number 1. In the last 3 years. Yes, sure did. That's what you guys told me. And I was like, nah, I wouldn't put him up there. I got to see him, fight, da-da-da-da. And y'all like, no, you're just hating on Triple G. The blackjack, all this extra stuff. He's fighting a guy who, oh my God. I'm just going to listen to Nipsey Hussle because y'all pissing me off, bro. Nipsey is going to calm me down. We just sold TLA. Put some jet skis on that lake. I don't even need an ID at my bank. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, bro. This is insane, people. Chris Mannix of Sports Illustrated reps for Gennady Golovkin And undefeated Canadian, undefeated, whoopity-doo. Undefeated Canadian middleweight Steve Rolls are in advanced stages of finalizing a June fight. Sources familiar with the discussions tell Sports Illustrated now. So sources reached out and told them this. Rolls has agreed to all terms per the sources. Look. Who? Look at these comments. Hey, I told you, new media, you gotta do something, baby. Hey, new media, dude. Look at these comments. Triple G being Triple G again. No, you know Triple G won the fights with Canelo. Man, people going crazy. The fuck? Who? Look at this. Look at this girl. It said the fuck? Who? Hey, why is she peeking? The fuck? Who? Why she don't even know who Steve Rowe? Oh my gosh. Who that? They got Gucci, man. Hey, get me out for here, bro. Embarrassing. Oh my God. I don't need an ID at my bank. It's 80 degrees in LA. Let's put some jet skis on the lake. Bro, I'm done. He said, the fuck? Who? That was a good one. Keith Headings taught me that one. That was good. Amber! Amber! You're being irrational, Amber. What does a guy with a 4-inch penis have for breakfast? Keith Headings taught me that one. Hey, I'm so done right now. He's fighting. Oh my God. And listen. Okay, so let's break this. I gotta be serious. Hold on. This is just too funny for me. All right. Yeah, let me get. Hold on. This is funny. I gotta get the giggles out. Okay. Let me get the giggles out. This is just so. Keith Headings taught me that one. Okay. Let me be serious. So, when this was like kind of in the rumor stage, like first being rumored, you know, what does old media do? See, when it's like Charlo's drug test, you know, that's the headline. There's nothing but pure speculation. They're guilty. They did something wrong for missing an appointment. They, you know, Vada came to see him in Texas and they weren't home, right? So old media, there's no optimism. There's no, hey, let's see what the Charlos have to say for themselves. It's just guilty. I smell guilty, you know? But then when the rumor came about that, you know, we were hearing chatter that Steve Rolls might get the Triple G fight, all of a sudden it's this newfound optimism with old media. You know, they'll say stuff in the comment section like, oh yeah, I don't know, I gotta wait and see. Let me see who Triple G, you know, I gotta see if this is true. This is just a rumor. He probably won't fight him. All this extra shit, right? All this, now all of a sudden you're a believer. You're a born again Christian. You know, you're full of optimism. The glass is now half full. It's not half empty anymore. Meanwhile, I'm like, hey, this is not a good sign for Dazn. It's not a good, you know, fight that Triple G. It doesn't support his argument of saying he beat Canelo, right? These types of things. New media shit, basically, right? And like I said, all of a sudden, this is how you know who's winning this race. Old media is getting dusted in the motherfucking disgusted. All of a sudden, old media, E40 voice, they get dusted in the motherfucking disgusted. They looking crazy right now. Crazy. I said you're crazy, just like me. CeeLo Green. They looking crazy as fuck, bro. Like I said, all of a sudden, you know, I don't want to believe this. Oh, Triple G. Because you know it's not good news if Triple G fights Steve Rolls. You know, I don't know who's checking for that fight. And then, you know, I don't know. We haven't heard. I want to wait to hear what Triple G says. So when you see Triple G, like, facing off with this Canadian guy, Steve Rolls, are you going to believe it then? This is what this is what old media does. I never heard Triple G say anything. I'm going to have to wait. I want to wait this one out. All right, bro. So, credible sources who talk boxing, these are the rumblings. You know, these are the rumblings. You don't want to believe it. But then when someone accuses Wilder's brother of being on PEDs with no credible sites, you automatically believe it. To this day, I haven't seen one major website pick up this whole shenanigans about Marcellus Wilder is on PEDs because he failed a drug test in Texas. So what's good? What's popping? What's popping? This stuff don't look right. You know, you tell me what it is. How is it that people, you know, write articles and make videos and comment, oh, how come Ego's not talking about Marcellus Wilder failing a drug test? Because he fucking didn't. No, name somebody who picked up that story, like ESPN, Sports Illustrated, you know, one of the major boxing websites, Dazn, like who? Name someone that picked up this Marcellus Wilder. That would be big news. But this is what old media gives you. Poppycock, rubbish, bullshit, pure bullshit. Right? I ain't seen one ESPN, one Mike Coppinger, one Dan Raphael, you know, talk about this Marcellus Wilder shit that people were talking about just last week or 2 weeks ago. It's been enough time, goddammit. It's been enough time where, like, why wouldn't this be a story? Why wouldn't this be out like that? You feel me? But this is what they choose to talk about, you know, like speculation shit, like, oh, Wilder ducked Joshua. Like, what proof do you have? Oh, he turned down 100 mil. That ain't ducking. He been pressing Joshua's line since 200 BC. What are you talking about? But then again, like I said, when the rumor from credible sources is that he's gonna fight Steve Rolls, I gotta hear Triple G say this. I'll believe it when I see it. All this extra shit. Yeah, what's up, Diego? He said, was Bracken blood? It was good. Man, this takes new media to the prophet stage. I am a true prophet in this game. I don't care if anyone agrees, disagrees. I'm Ego Stradamus. Like I said, just look at the points I've made. I'm not perfect, you know, I'm bound to get something wrong. But I ain't getting these things wrong, and y'all see that. Bro, let's break this down, you know. Let's unpack this. Triple G is claiming he beat Canelo and was robbed twice. Why on earth would you be fighting a guy that, A, is not popular or known in America, B, has only fought in 20-some-odd fights, one 10-rounder? You're fighting a guy. That's like, bro, I swear to you, I'm not even being funny. Triple G ain't even fighting like who Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is fighting, you know, a guy who has a ton of fights, like who's at more of a level. And Shakur Stevenson is 20 or whatever age he is. And he's a silver medalist like Triple G. Amir Khan is also younger than Triple G. He's also a silver medalist. He's fighting this fucking week Terrence Crawford, who may be the best guy at the division, him or Errol Spence, in my opinion. Right? Unless Khan can prove that wrong. Right? And Triple G's up here, a silver medalist, older than all these guys, 37. And they're talking about Steve Rolls has agreed. Wow. He's agreed to all terms. They're really pushing him. Hey, listen. Al Heyman, if you ever get this message from me to you, I'm bowing down. I'm not fucking with you because you too powerful out this motherfucker. You too. I don't know what you did in life. This is some sorcery. You too powerful, dog. So, I bow down like off rip. I'm not fucking with Al, bro. Like, not like that. I'm saying I'm not fucking with going against him. Because it's apparent this whole, they offered Triple G, to sign the PBC. And he went to the flip side. He went to, Dazn. And Al Heyman, he was like, yeah, all right. Oh, you motherfucker. Yeah. So you don't want to sign the PBC and fight our guy Charlo, huh? You don't want to come to the PBC roster, huh? Watch this. Watch how I do your career, huh? Yeah. I'm going to be there 7 days a week, 52 weeks of the year. Like, I'm at you, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So you don't want to sign the Premier Boxing Champs. That's what you telling me, huh? Al Heyman is powerful, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, who's your next opponent? Who's the zone have you fighting, huh? Oh, Brandon Adams? Watch this. Watch how I work. Yeah, let me speak to the contender. I want to talk to the contender producer. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, I'll wait. This motherfucker. Yeah. I put me in touch with the contender producer. Yeah, okay. Nah, not Andre Ward. I want to talk to the whole producer, whoever put that show on. Yeah, this is Al Heyman. You got Brandon Adams' contact information. Yeah, let me get a pen, huh? 555-1760. Got you. These motherfuckers think I'm playing. I'm Al Heyman. Al. Yeah. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. Yo, Brandon. If you want to be on a network that got an actual channel that's on actual cable and we got streaming, come to Premier Boxing Champs. If you don't want to worry about the executive producer Eddie Hearns all in the video, come to PBC. This is what Al Heyman did. I know. I could sense it. This dude really pulled the wool, he pulled the rug from underneath him, bro. Cause they were obviously banking heavily on the Brandon Adams, and then Charlo's fighting Brandon Adams. To our knowledge, they had no plan B. Like, they couldn't have plan B if they thought they was gonna get pregnant. You feel me? They had no plan B. They just gonna have to have that baby. That flop baby. Cause this shit is finna flop. No plan B. No condom, no latex, no Durex or whatever weak ass condoms y'all be using. No ghost skin no plan B. They had no plan B. Because this is just a travesty in modern boxing. Listen, I can't even I don't to me, I don't even care at this point. I don't need it. Like, if you don't want to give me a credential for this fight, I'm okay with that. Because I wouldn't even travel for this fight, bro. So, don't worry. You don't have to worry about, oh, he said this, he's not going to get a credential. Trust me, because I would never travel for this. This wouldn't be worth it for me to travel, because they're talking about putting in New York. That's New York expensive. I wouldn't even go to this fight, bro. I'll cover this from right at home. Stack my little cash, not have to pay for no hotels. Traveling is exhausting. I got a 5.5 hour flight there. For some reason, I got layovers and much longer flights, 6.5 to 8 hours on the way back. I wouldn't go to this, bro. Not from the West Coast. This shit would have to be real close. We got this park down the street from my house. It would have to be like that for me to go to. It had to be that close. There's just a little park, the little kids be playing. They got monkey bars and shit. If it was that close, I'll go. Cause I could just walk to that park. I could just walk. If it was that, if they were hosting it there, it was like a park fight, I'll go. Yeah, I'll go if it was then. But I can't, that's not even advantageous for my business. to go from the West Coast to New York for Triple G versus Jelly Roll or whatever, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy that they would push something through like this, especially as a new company. This is a good park fight, though. Like, if they just put it in the park, I'll go. Like, if they put this in the local park. Because that's what we used to do. Like, when we used to scrap, like, in high school and middle school and shit, we would just meet up at the park. So, if Triple G and Steve Rolls would meet up at the park, I'll bring my camera and shit. No, real talk. I'll bring my camera if they're going to meet at the park. The one by my house. I'll bring my camera and microphones and stuff. I'll cover the fight. It'll be the first, you know, park fight that we've seen in boxing in a while. Like, that's how we used to just handle beefs. Like, we just meet up at the park. Yeah, meet me a motherfucker Beeler, motherfucker, at 3 p.m. And we just meet up at the park. This is a good park fight. You know, this is a good park fight. Hey, but there's no, listen, it doesn't even matter what you do. I'm just making some jokes, but it don't matter what you do. There's no justification for this, because the worst thing, this is the worst thing old media can do. Talk. The more you talk, the more you fucked up. Period. That's really what it is. So Triple G has openly come out. Tom Loeffler was tweeting. I don't even know what capacity he even works with Triple G now, but I guess he's still with them. But anyway, he was tweeting like, oh yeah, 45 people at press row had Triple G winning, and they're on this big ass crusade to say Triple G was robbed twice. Realistically, the first fight you had an argument, that's cool. Adelaide Bird's scorecard was horrible. Second fight, I see no confusion, I see no argument. Canelo beat you in that one. I'll give it Triple G the first fight. You know, I never went back and watched it. I watched it live there from the T-Mobile Arena. Second fight, you lost that one, you know. But for whatever reason, they're campaigning and crusading around saying that they won the fight. So that automatically eliminates you fighting a guy who's only had one 10-rounder in his pro career, and he's 35 years old, unknown, unheralded, unaccomplished at a high level, you know. That kills that. So you can't even say, oh, he's a fucking tune-up. It's a tune-up. I don't want to hear that, because you shouldn't have been telling people you murked Canelo and really beat him and got robbed. Why? Bro, okay, put it this way. Does Errol Spence need a tune-up after what he did to Mikey Garcia? Huh? Does he? Why would Errol Spence need a tune-up? He just tuned up Mikey Garcia. Why would he need a tune-up? Terrence Crawford demolished Jeff Horn. Had a somewhat competitive fight with Jose Benavidez, but then he stopped him in the 12th round. He don't need a tune-up. He don't have to regress to like something crazy. You know, some guy with 5 fights and shit. You know? Excuse me, my allergies are killing me. Same thing with Tyson Fury. Like, I'm telling you, it's bad for old media. It's been bad. Tyson Fury said he beat a champion who has power, who nearly knocked him out, you know, 10 rounds to 2, but he fighting Tom Schwartz. Nobody buys this stuff anymore. You know, we control the narratives now. That doesn't even sound believable. That is not typically indicative of the actions that you would do. Like, even Canelo fought 2 tough fights and the Chavez fight where he moved up all this weight. So, okay, after 3 tough fights and moving up a division, he's earned a Rocky Fielding, because he at least fought people that the guys wanted him to see. Guys wanted to see him fight. As the smaller man, he fought all these guys, Chavez and 2 Triple G fights. But beyond that, and he fought Triple G in the rematch off a year layoff because he failed the drug test. So he was suspended in May, you know. So he came back and fought. He fought in September, and then he fought September the next year. Still beat Triple G off a 1-year layoff of not eating meat because he didn't want to take no chances, you know. And year-round drug testing. Still beat Triple G. So you had meatless eating, you know, non-carnivore, herbivore Canelo beat up on Triple G off a 1-year layoff and he only had 2 fights 160 or better. So yeah, I think he's earned the fight to fight Rocky Fielding. And even in that, Rocky Fielding was some version of a champion and significantly bigger, and he moved up another 8 pounds. So that would at least be something if Triple G was fighting, you know, somebody who's unheralded but 8 pounds heavier. You know, someone who's established 8 pounds. They've been fighting at 168. This fight, they're talking about fighting at a catch weight of 164. That doesn't benefit Steve Rolls, because I'm looking at his resume, and he was fighting at 168. So now he's gonna have to come back down in weight. So if anything, he's gonna have to be weight drained. Like, you couldn't even fight Steve Rolls at the full 168, bruh. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like that. See, Canelo at least Canelo at least fought the champion to, you know, at 168. You know, we knew he was going to beat Rocky Fielding skillfully, but he at least fought him at 168. Triple G, from what I heard, my sources said he going to fight him at a catch weight of 164, 164.5. That's negative smoke. You don't want no smoke at that point. No smoke. You won't even fight him at his weight where he's been fighting, and he's not even a champion or known. And you won't even fight him at 168. I know you weren't trying to fight Andre Ward. So once again, new media, this solidifies everything. If you, at this point of your career, and you've talked about moving to 168 several times for several years, if you won't even fight Steve Rolls at his true weight, unless they change it, but from what I heard, it's a catch weight, then I know you wasn't trying to see Dre Ward. Oh my God, that fight would have been ugly, bro. You wouldn't have to wait till Jacobs or Canelo. If Triple G would have fought Andre Ward back then, it would be SOG for real, son of Golovkin, or son Golovkin. It'd be SOG shots on Golovkin, because, man, bro, that would be ugly. Winston Barker, $5 super chat. I see the grind. Will always support when I can, bro. Keep burying old media. TMC, hashtag new media. Appreciate you. Yeah, we on it. Someone said Triple G versus a random call center rep. Bro, this is bad. Like, and old media, they're just like, this is why I tell you guys, don't argue with old media. Please listen to me. As the general and commander in chief, please listen to me. Stop arguing. You don't even see me doing as many hot seats. I just do them at my discretion. Stop arguing with them. Stop going to their channels. We gonna kill all these motherfuckers. We gonna dry them all out. They're gonna have to stand on their own too. They're gonna have to stand for something. They're trying to leech off of what we're doing. Stop it. You know who's winning this race. It's not even questionable. This is like, you know, it's not even a contest at this point anymore. You know, before they were, you know, coming up with arguments and there wasn't enough information out to clearly prove what was happening in some of these situations. It's not even a contest. Y'all got to stop. Just stop. Don't even argue. Don't even give them the view. Don't even, like, we mashing. You know, there's no justification for this. No justification. A silver medalist, age 37, someone who was ranked as the top 25 in the last 25 years, someone who HBO and ESPN and all these reporters and everybody ranked allegedly top 1, 2, pound for pound. And he's fighting a guy who at 168, from my sources, at 164. So you're probably draining him. He's unaccomplished at a high level. He's 35 years old. He doesn't have like incredible knockout power. You know, judging by his record, I haven't really seen his fight, so the only thing I can go off is his box rec. This is just unacceptable. Someone said Triple G versus a Chipotle worker. Oh my God, I love Chipotle. Chipotle in my life. Yeah, he might fuck around and fight that kid that did that Chipotle video, bro. He's like, oh my God, Chipotle. Chipotle in my life. This is bad, bro. He might fuck around and pull something out the fight Richard Gere or something. Yeah, I seen you in Pretty Woman, motherfucker. Wow, like he might. I'm like Carrot Topper. You might fuck around and just pull somebody. Like, hey, bro. Triple G is the literal. Like, I'm not even, bro. I don't even care anymore. Like, this is bad. So I just have to keep it a buck. This is just who I am as a person. Like, I can't like sugarcoat it. Triple G is the literal can man. Like, literally anybody can get it. Shoppers at Publix, you know, Sam's Club members, like, he's literally the can man. Like, anybody can get it. Like, anybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's safe. This is like purge night. You better just lock up and get in the house, bro. He could pull anybody, and then y'all motherfuckers will support it and won't criticize it. Oh yeah, that's Steve Rolls. I mean, he sells all the jelly rolls in Canada. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Triple G is the can man for real. Sorry, Broner, you've been replaced. This is the real can man. He can and will fight anybody. Yeah, the Joker. Yep, him. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You want to know how I got these scars? My father was a drinker. And one night, he gets crazier than you. Yeah, Joker, like old Blockbuster employee, bro. It don't even matter at this point. This is crazy. Listen, I don't want to hear Roy Jones' voice. I don't want to hear nothing else. Don't ever fucking come to my page. You getting blocked off rip. Don't ever come to my page talking about Deontay Wilder ain't fighting this person. Who's he fought? 40 fights, 40 bucks. Don't ever. If you do, I'm blocking you. If you say anything about Terrence Crawford's resume, if you say anything about Errol Spence's resume, if you say, oh, Teofimo's not ready for Lomachenko, who's he beat? We blocking all that shit because Teofimo at least is fighting guys. First of all, he's only 21 years old, 20. You know, so he's fighting people he should be fighting at that age. And he's not even a silver Olympian. You know, he's not a silver medalist. So he's right on par. Shakur Stevenson, don't come telling me nothing. Ryan Garcia, don't tell me about anything. Don't tell me about anybody. You getting blocked, you getting clapped, and we going to keep you there. Because this dude, Triple G, is just picking out like distant Wayans family members and shit. This dude look like, look up Marlon Seichi. He looked like Craig Wayans or one of them Wayanses. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living, girl? Like, you can do what you wanna do in living color. He fighting the cast of the Living Color. David Allen Greer, all these motherfuckers, bro. Tommy David, like, I don't even care, bro. It's just what it is what it is. You can do SW1. What is that? DJ Twist? All these motherfuckers. He fighting people from the Living Color, dog. How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living, girl? Rest in peace, Every Day. That song was fire. You can do what you wanna do in living color. Jim Carrey, all these motherfuckers could get it, bro. Tommy Davidson, Kim Wayans, all you motherfuckers. I ain't one of the gossipers. You ain't heard that from me. No, you haven't. I rather fast song, and then tell me something go wrong. I rather fast song. Alright, when I see on TV, Fred Flintstone, yabba dabba doo, yabba dabba dee, yabba dabba dee, yabba dabba doo, yabba dabba ee, yabba dabba. I rather fast song. I turn on the TV and Flintstone. Yabba dabba doo, yabba dabba dee, yabba dabba wee, yabba dabba wee. Get the fuck out. Like, don't come to my page, don't care, get blocked. I don't care about none of it, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, bro, they could have put Triple G in there with Shitty Cuz or somebody I want to see get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Bro, this shit is crazy, dog. You could have fought somebody, YG or somebody, Drake. Still, you fight someone from Canada, you could have fought Drake. I would like that. Try to end the Drake curse. Battle for the Drake curse. You know, something like that. Still smoking legal. I got more hits than the Beatles, dog. I'm about to fight Triple G, though, dog. You fight Drizzy. Like, if you're going to fight someone from Canada, he the ringleader. That's who you need to be fighting. He said Triple G versus Clumsy Smurf. This is terrible, bro. I don't even remember any new. See, and this is old media. Oh my gosh, Charlo cherry picking Brandon Adams. What? He just won a TV show, and we already know. You can't even use that because we already know that Triple G wanted to fight the same guy. So you can't even say nothing about Charlo fighting him. You can't say nothing about Andrei Selesky. You can't say nothing about nothing. This dude is fighting people from Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Get the fuck out. Doom doom. In the court of law. This motherfucker fight Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Good luck. Good luck to Dazn with these types of matchups. You know, that's it. I'm not watching these like, oh, I'm not paying. Bro. I'll go to my boy's house or some shit if he got it. Bro, I can't. It's about principalities with me. You find someone from Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Doo-doo. In the court of law, the people have... Nah, bro, I can't watch it. You gotta fight somebody I know, like Judge Joe Brown or somebody that I'm familiar with. You mean to tell me you had $40 and you gave the other lady $20 out of the 40? You mean to tell me Triple G, he don't want to fight for the real smoke? Gave the other lady $20? Like you gotta fight someone, bro. You gotta fight Bosco. Like blood, like too salami, blood. Blah, get your goofy ass out. Blah. Like, you gotta fight somebody, bro. Like, yeah, this is what I was telling you. Dazn has to make fights with people the American public would even know. What are you expecting out of the Steve Rolls fight? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you a crazy walk-up crowd, crazy ticket sale? That shit, man. I don't even understand on any level, like business-wise. I hope Sports Illustrated got it wrong, but they said Steve Rolls agreed. And you know what the thing is? I'm not even trying to go in on Steve Rolls because I don't even know him. I don't even know Cuz. Like, I don't even know who he is. So it's not even really his fault. He didn't do anything. But it's what he's accomplished and where his career is. You know, I want to hear Steve Rolls justify how he earned this shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, Triple G got to fight someone I know, man. Alexa or something. Could he fight Alexa? You know, I never met the bitch, but, like, I heard her voice and shit. Could he fight Alexa? Like, that seems reasonable. And see, this is the thing, bro. All of this is a bad look. This draws everything into question. Everything is now questionable to me. I don't care who says what, it's questionable to me. Dazn got billions of dollars, and Eddie Hearn keep running around to, oh yeah, we got more budget and more money, and they buy TV slots and blah blah blah. Where the money at though? How you can't get no one, like, how you have the biggest budget in boxing, so you say, and you can't make the fight with Triple G and Alexa? Explain this. That's why it doesn't even, now this stuff is not sounding believable. He said, bro, you got my Alexa going off. Good. Maybe she wants smoke with Triple G so we can see that. He said Triple G versus Cole from Martin. Cole? You stupid? Nip said, where your money at? That, bro, Listen, it doesn't even make sense. How you say you had the biggest budget in boxing and that's what you could come up with? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you look at Top Rank, you look at PBC. I'm not saying nothing they do is ever wrong or nothing like that, but they're at least showing you some big events. You know what I'm saying? Like, to get Crawford in the ring with Amir Khan, I'm sure that is going to take some money, you know, because they both are worthy of $1 million purses. You know what I'm saying? They're putting Shakur Stevenson on the undercard and a step up. They're putting Teofimo and Felix Verdejo on the undercard. That's dope. You know, that's a card that, you know, that's something. This is crazy. This is crazy. And then old media just gonna brush it on the rug. Remember and see, oh my gosh, we coming so hard. New media. Pause. That sounded kind of crazy. But remember when Dan Raphael of ESPN was saying Ward versus Alexander Brand, a fight I went to, was the worst piece of raw sewage that HBO Boxing had ever shown in the history of boxing? Let's see if he makes these type of comments for that. See, bro, these dudes are trapped because now they're going to either have to conform to new media and start criticizing the fights. And then now they look like turncoats because they were up here. Block D Wayne. I don't give a fuck what you talking about right now, cuz. Block D Wayne. Get him the fuck out my face, bro. Get him out of here. Always trying to distract the message. This chat won't go on until he out of here, bro. He a buster. See, Mirror told him. Nah, bro. You not coming up and trying to taint this message. You go to old media. Maybe they want you. We don't. Anywho, Dan Raphael of ESPN, writer of ESPN, said that Andre Ward versus Alexander Brand was the biggest piece of raw sewage and the worst waste of time and the worst fight HBO Boxing has showed in their 45-year history. Like, that's pretty extreme, right? So let's see what he has to say about this, because this is worse than Alexander Brand. So I went to the Brand fight. That wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. For real talk, Klitschko versus Tyson Fury was more of a boring fight to me, because at least Andre Ward has craft and like there's some science and crazy athleticism and shit. And then the Brand dude was mad wild. So, you know, he was just taking wild swing. He swung so hard he flipped himself and knocked himself down. I'm like, damn, you put hella into that. You swung and knocked yourself down. You knocked yourself out. Fucking Jada Kiss. Knock yourself out like you boxing yourself. You know, that man, I was there. So let's see. So now ESPN and people like that, Dan Raphael, who says the raw sewage and all this shit. Well, let's see what they say about Steve Rose. This is crazy. Shout out to Jose. Hey, my shooter's been on. Bow. Bow. My shooter's been on it. They clapping that dumb shit. We're not here for the distractions. We know. Okay. Do you know? Okay. Put it this way. Do you notice every time I be killing with pure fact, not playing around too much, you know, and just like really talking about the fact and drilling old media, you always notice the increasing troll comments? That's because they have nothing else to do. They have nothing else to say. They have no intelligent rebuttals. They have no way to disprove what we're saying. That's why it always happens like that. That's how I know we killing. Because if we weren't killing with this new media movement and the points that we're making, then they could at least be able to hold their own and debate like, hey, that wasn't a correct statement you made. They don't even try to do that anymore, bro. They don't even try. They just come in, oh, you're ugly and I don't like you. You know, just stupid shit. So here's another thing. I don't even know why. See, everyone, like Eddie Hearns keeps saying, DAZN this, DAZN that, right? We got the biggest budget. Then how can't you get a fight better than, like, real talk? I'm not even being funny. I'm not even being funny. Triple G versus Celeste. Why won't you make, instead of Andrade, why would you put Andrade in there with Selesky and not put Triple G in there with Selesky, but you're trying to sell us on Canelo versus Golovkin 3? That's, you know, it's not like, I'm not even, no disrespect to Boo Boo, but it's not like they've even had him fighting really anybody. Like, you know, he's fought Alantez Fox. He fought, he was supposed to fight Saunders. That fight fell through, not his fault, because Saunders failed a drug test. Then he fought some African dude, Walter Katandakwa, and then he fought Arthur Akov. So why don't you just keep that string alive, you know what I'm saying? And then put him in there with whoever, and then put Triple G in there with Selesky. So it's making me believe that Triple G's team or Dazn or both of them, they don't want to put Triple G in the tough fight. That's the only thing it could be, because that doesn't make sense. You've already had Andre fighting like competition that he's washing. So why don't you just keep that trend up and then put Triple G in there with Derevyanchenko, Jack Kukale, Selesky, somebody. But you rather put Andre in there. See, this is how they do black fighters. Andre got to fight tough, not really meaningful fights, or like not, how do I say it? Fights that don't really make him a household name or star. He got to just fight guys who are just tough and a tough out, just like Daniel Jacobs did before he fought Canelo and after he lost to Golovkin. They just got to fight guys who are potentially tough on paper but don't represent a huge chunk of the pie in terms of money, in terms of clout for beating them. Meanwhile, Triple G will, and then on top of that, the black and brown fighters will get criticized. Canelo, Andrade, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. These black and brown fighters will get criticized for fighting those level of competition. But then Triple G is fighting Steve Rolls at a catchweight. Crazy. I'm just glad the world could see it now. That's what I'm happy for. So to me, it's like everybody's fault at this point, because why would DAZN even approve this? See, this is the thing. Eddie Hearn's running around saying, oh, we got all the control and we got all the money on DAZN, and he's selling it up and building up. Cool. But it's not adding up, because you have the most money in boxing, but you're not putting on the biggest events. So what's happening with the money then? No, don't unhide Steeler Empire. No, don't. Get rid of that person. Don't put them in timeout. Hide, like, they putting stupid shit. Don't listen. I'm about to take everyone's badge, bro. Next shooter that makes mistakes, I'm taking their badge, because you guys have to just. The person was already blocked, then he got unblocked, then he got put in timeout. No, block that motherfucker. The shooters, y'all gotta wait, because y'all going behind each other and freeing somebody that was just blocked. Y'all gotta chill. Like, just wait. Like, wait. Everybody play the waiting game. If you're a shooter, play the waiting game. Let the problem persist for like a minute or two. See if anyone else is reacting, and then make your move. But you guys all make the move instantly when you see the comment, and then you guys be freeing them and then blocking them and then freeing them again. We got to get that down pat. So if someone leaves a dumb comment, just wait, because we have enough shooters, so someone's going to take care of it. Or if you just clapped one person, then don't clap anyone else for the next hour, because it's not like I'm doing 5-hour streams. You get what I'm saying? So if you listen, that's what we might have to do. We might have to limit the shooters. I don't want to see the same shooter clapping more than 2 people in the stream. I think that's fair. Because we got certain shooters that they're trying to help, but it's making it worse, and it's making it a clusterfuck. So we have to put a cap on it, because we need to spread the love there, because we usually have multiple. I have enough. We usually have multiple shooters per stream, but then I see the same names blocking everybody. They shouldn't be the only ones blocking them. So you guys, I'm gonna leave it to you guys, but this problem got to get fixed. I'm going to leave it to you. If not, I'm going to start taking badges, or we're going to have to put people on limits, and then I'll take badges, or whatever has to happen. But it shouldn't be the same person doing all the blocking, especially in a stream like this. I'm looking at 4 or 5 shooters right here. So if you already blocked someone, then put yourself in a timeout to the point where you don't block the next person. Let someone else do it. Shout out to all y'all. It's just confused, like distracting. Anyway, this is bad. This is bad for Dazn. Like, you raise the price, and this is the quality. So, like I said, you got Eddie Hearn who's saying, "Oh yeah, we the best, and we got the most money and the biggest budget." But how you have the biggest budget, but you're not putting on the biggest events per the year? You know, except for Canelo Jacobs, that's a good one. Bruce Phillips says Triple G seems to be ducking any top black fighter. Yeah, there's a lot of top black fighters that he could fight in this division. But shit, I don't even care if they're green. I just want to see a top fighter like Billy Joe Saunders, somebody. Canelo, not Canelo, but somebody else other than Canelo that we all know that's good. Look. Triple G to fight and face middleweight Steve Rolls this summer. Look, I just got the alert. Bro, I'm so disappointed with this. This is terrible, bro. Look, I just got the alert right now. 30 minutes ago. Triple G to fight June 8th, Madison Square Garden, Steve Rolls. Oh, man. This is crazy. Like I said, Dazn raised their prices. See, this is what I'm telling you. Tracy Morgan can't save you. You can put 1,000 commercials on my video. Well, thank you. You know, I'm getting paid off of that. So they can put commercials on my video. I encourage that. I looked at it. Look, they got commercials, Tracy Morgan commercials and shit from Dazn on my videos. That's cool, you know. That's what I'm saying. People be like, "Oh, you hate Dazn." Nah, I don't. These motherfuckers is helping. I don't hate nobody. They look. I just clicked on the video. You talking about I hate Dazn? Nah, these motherfuckers is cashing me out. Look. Why the fuck? I don't hate nobody. I'm just telling you what it is on these individual fights. But yeah, Tracy Morgan can't save you. He can't, you know, that Tracy Morgan is not gonna make Triple G. That's what I'm saying. It's like you spending money on stuff like that. Tracy Morgan don't make Triple G's opponent desirable. Yeah, Chief, I want to see Triple G fight Steve Rolls. Like that. Tracy Morgan ain't doing nothing. Like that ain't making me want to see the fight. Cause say, listen, Chief, I want to see Triple. Man, Steve Rolls got it like that. Tracy Morgan, he winning. That's cool. But how is Dazn winning with the matchup like this? This is wrong on so many levels and bad on so many levels. On so many levels. Canelo is the youngest in charge. Like, that's not youngest anymore, but youngest in charge, like buying Bugattis, you know, because these other young cats ain't doing it. So the youngest, like, boss in charge that's like making them type of dollars. You know what I'm saying? And he put Triple G to shame. He fighting Jacobs and talking about fighting Kovalev and all this shit. And Triple G's trying to fight Steve Rolls. Okay. You know, Canelo's at least even entertaining the idea of fighting Andrade and unifying. And Triple G's trying to fight Steve Rolls. Okay. This is crazy. And like I said, as a business, you know, we can get serious. As a business, I don't see why like Eddie Hearn's talking about, well, we got $1 billion and the biggest budget. When we gonna see that? By putting Triple G and top guys in with the fights we want to see. How come Anthony Joshua couldn't fight Luis Ortiz at Madison Square Garden? Luis Ortiz has done better numbers in New York than Gerald Miller. And he's main evented. And Gerald Miller hasn't really main evented on a major card on his fights. You know what I'm saying? Why can't we see Luis Ortiz? Why are they always arguing? Why are people like Luis Ortiz and Dillian White arguing over money, but you got the biggest budget? This shit ain't adding up, B. How does that add up? You got the biggest budget in boxing. A lot of your cards aren't even that big. You know what I'm saying? Like Humberto Soto, Brandon Rios. and Jaime Munguia in Monterrey, Mexico, right, versus Dennis Hogan. So those, I can't imagine, other than Jaime Munguia, and I don't think he's making like buku millions at this point. So I can't imagine you have like these crazy payouts. So how you have the biggest budget in boxing per Eddie Hearns, you know, the biggest annual boxing budget, and Dillian White's angry, Luis Ortiz is angry that they're not getting the right pay. Wilder's not going over there because he can't get the right pay. And y'all idiots said Wilder was stupid for playing the field, waiting and playing the waiting game, betting on himself in the meantime and not taking 100 mil. Wilder did, listen, time will show. Wilder made the right decision. I told you that then, and I'm saying that now. Look at it. Because these aren't fights that if Wilder is a star, whether you like it or not, he's a fucking star. Whether you want to believe Eddie Hearn asking New Yorkers who he is and them not knowing it, Wilder's a star. Entertaining, you know, he has the charisma personality-wise. He's an imposing figure, you know, big 6'7" guy. You can't really miss him. He's athletic and he's knocking people out and he talks, you know, and in the heavyweight division, that's desirable. See, Tyson Fury, see, this is what, see, now y'all pissing me off. I'm about to turn into Ego Valley. Oh my gosh. Oh shit, I'm about to turn into Ego Valley. Check it. This is why these big boxes be spending money and they don't know what they're doing. Because in their mind, Tyson Fury, because he's a charismatic personality, they're like, oh yeah, he has a great story. So despite him doing drugs to the point where he got banned and never rematched Klitschko, and then Joshua had to, the black fighter, had to fight, you know, in a rematch and put Klitschko into retirement instead of Tyson Fury because he did drugs. He still gets rewarded because he's preaching about mental health issue and awareness, and because he lost weight that he gained, right? Lost weight that he gained. And they're rewarding him. ESPN is rewarding him. They're talking about 108 million or potentially 108 million pound and all this shit. Rewarding. So because he gained weight and lost 150 pounds because he was too big to compete at that weight. He did drugs and he turned it around, and he has charisma. They're willing to pay for it because he looks the part and all that. They're willing to pay for it. Meanwhile, if you look at it, Tyson Fury's cool. He can box for sure. But his style is not appealing as in the heavyweight division like Joshua, like Daniel Dubois, like Deontay Wilder, and guys like that. Because the heavyweight division has always been known for being wrecking balls and, you know, having like just top level guys that'll stretch you. Foreman, Tyson, Ernie Shavers, Muhammad Ali, you know, people like knockouts, especially in that division. So it goes to show you it's a microcosm of what we have in America. You got companies that are more willing to pay for Tyson Fury, who talks about knocking out people and talks about knocking out Wilder. He's like, I will knock you spark out. You didn't come close to knocking Wilder spark out, but he talks a good game in that regard. He backs it up as far as being a good boxer, but he's not getting the knockouts he's saying. You get what I'm saying? And meanwhile, Wilder is doing that and still ain't get, you know, it takes a while for people to come on. They don't just instantly embrace him. But from an entertainment perspective, Fury is entertaining to listen to. And then you watch his fights, he got to be matched with the right type of style to make it more compelling. Like guys like Steve Cunningham that went for it and dropped him, that made it interesting. You know, Wilder obviously made it interesting. But I've seen several Tyson Fury, like Derek Chisora fight, that wasn't good. You know, the Tyson Fury fight with Klitschko, I respect the performance because he was able to beat him when no one else could for like 10 years. But it wasn't a good entertainment. It was Joshua versus Klitschko. I don't know one person that said Joshua Klitschko was a worse fight than Tyson Fury versus Klitschko. Not one. Not one person. But that goes to show you. You guys are starting to catch it. You guys are starting to see it. You know, and it's crazy. Because like I said, Eddie Hearn saying Dazn, we got all the money, the biggest budget. Then why can't you get someone like Luis Ortiz to fight Joshua? Why can't he get paid what he wants to face Joshua? or Dillian White. Why can't you secure that? Why can't Triple G and Andre be made if you got the biggest budget? And that does more for your fight. So to me, this is stipulating that they don't have as much money as they're saying that they're willing to invest, or they don't want Triple G in certain fighters. They're trying to save Triple G in a non-dangerous match type shit, to the point where they can try to make the Canelo. But see, to me, that plan is going to backfire, because I think, one, they're overvaluing Canelo Triple G3's popularity. If you look at part 1 and 2, part 2 did slightly less on HBO than the first fight did. So it was trending down. Usually in controversial rematches, it's the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like Andre Ward in 1 and 2, typically you see the second one do better, or Floyd Mayweather Maidana. Typically if there was some kind of controversy or it was a good, close, competitive fight, you typically see it be, if it's promoted the same way and all that, you typically see it do better. But Canelo Triple G actually did worse in really all the departments. The live gate was lesser, and the actual pay-per-view buy rate, the viewership was lesser. So, and then on top of that, HBO was at least established, so they had different ways of promoting. They had a built-in subscriber base of a lot of people that they can, pitch and pump and get people interested. DAZN's still new, still trying to achieve an in-house subscriber base like a HBO or ESPN, Showtime, to the point where they can even promote that to the point where it's going to do better. So I think that's a grave mistake. You know what I'm saying? See, look at Tony Forbes. He said, I don't even want to see it. That's what I'm saying. I really don't even care about Canelo Triple G3. I would rather see, I in my heart of all hearts, I'm more looking forward to Canelo versus Jacobs, and I would rather see Triple G versus Andrade or Charlo. And then the winners of all those fights can fight each other. That is the ideal scenario for me. If Triple G beats Andrade, then yeah, I want to see the Canelo Triple G if Canelo beats Jacobs. Or if Jacobs wins, then Triple G and Jacobs, or Triple G or Jacobs and Andrade, or however, just round robin these motherfuckers. That's what I want to see. That's what I would like to see, personally. And I think it makes more sense. See what they're trying to do, and this is why I say I think it could backfire, is because if Triple G beats, no matter, people are over it, him just knocking out somebody we don't know, or knocking out someone that we expected. This is how they do with certain fighters. Maybe it's the lighter your pigment, I don't know. Same thing with Lomachenko. He getting all the praise for like beating Anthony Corolla, but Errol Spence knocked out his mandatory that we didn't really know in less time, in one round, and nobody leveled up Errol Spence like that and say, oh, da-da-da-da. They just said, man, I told you that boy was good, but nobody was like, oh, he's pound for pound #1 after this. But this is what they do to non-black fighters typically. Crazy. Non-black or brown fighters, I want to say. Like if Tyson Fury dominates and stops, TKOs Tom Schwartz, they're going to try to make it like that was, Tom Schwartz was the guy to be reckoned with. If Triple G beats Vanes Martirosyan or Steve Rose by knockout, oh shit, he's back. No, that's against somebody that we don't know at a catchweight. And they try to throw you off with that. But we too smart for that. We see the games. We see what the tactics. Triple G beat it. Like, I can't get, if you can't, you knocked out Vanes Martirosyan. Knock out the guy that beat Vanes Martirosyan, Demetrius Andrade. Then we're talking, because you're talking about a guy coming off the couch. Andrade at least has been active, and he beat Vanes Martirosyan. Why don't you beat him? He said catch weight. Yeah, I heard it's going to be at 164, 164.5. So this is just a terrible look. And like I said, another thing that goes against it is trying to build the Canelo Triple G 3 fight off of this. Canelo and Jacobs, they're doing what they should be doing. Triple G, if he fights Steve Rolls, isn't. That's not a big fight. It's not a big American fight. And that doesn't make me want to see the Canelo fight. Like, oh, shit, Triple G just knocked out some guy I'd never heard of. And that's what they're banking off of. They're banking off of thinking like, okay, Triple G gets through it. But they don't realize that if you're not fighting even in the realm of who you should be fighting, then it doesn't build up the fight. Like, look at Floyd versus Canelo. Floyd had just beaten Robert Guerrero, but just before that he beat Cotto. So Floyd, and we have a whole 22 year of elite history with Floyd. So Floyd had been undefeated, and he's Floyd. Canelo had just beaten Austin Trout. Floyd typically, if you really go back and look, fought people coming off their biggest wins. Some of their biggest, if not the biggest win of their career. You know, Robert Guerrero came back. His wife was battling cancer. Shout out to him for sticking by his wife for that. Came back, beat Celtic Iden to become a mandatory for Floyd. Then he beat Berto and had Berto's eye looking crazy. And then, you know, shortly after that, he fought Floyd. Maidana had just beat the undefeated Broner. Then he got the Floyd fight. You see? Ricky Hatton was undefeated. Diego Corrales undefeated. Canelo's coming off the Trout. He was undefeated. Pacquiao is Pacquiao. You know. So, Floyd be fighting people off that. Cotto had just avenged the loss with Margarito. The guy who probably cheated in the first fight with him, he had just avenged that. Shane Mosley had just knocked out Margarito as an underdog. And people thought he was done, and he destroyed Margarito. Floyd fought him after that. Floyd fighting guys off their biggest wins. Victor Ortiz had just beat Berto, you know what I'm saying, when he was undefeated. So, Floyd fighting people off their biggest wins. Triple G, if he fights Steve Rolls, he's off of a Keandre Leatherwood win. His first 10-rounder in his whole career. Listen, I'm going to keep stressing this because this is important. If you're just tuning in, they're talking about Triple G. Actually, terms have been agreed to for this fight. Triple G versus Steve Rolls. One, I'm hearing it's at a catchweight. Steve Rolls fights at 168. I'm hearing they're talking about the fight at 164, right? Steve Rolls doesn't have a complete, you know, industrial strength resume. In addition to that, this is an important one. If you go look at Steve Rolls on BoxRec or Wikipedia or whatever, he has only competed in one 10-rounder in his whole career. His whole entire career. He's 35 years old, and he just went in his last fight. His last fight was in December. So December 15th, 2018, Keandre Leatherwood, in a career that started in 2011 to 2018. So it took 7 years for him to fight in his first 10-rounder. That's insane. He's 35 years. Let me repeat this for you. He has 19 fights. He turned pro in 2011, and it took 7 years for him to fight his first 10-rounder. Meanwhile, Clarissa Shields has 11 fights now, but in her 11th fight, she fought for undisputed, and she fought a 10-rounder in women's boxing versus Christina Hammer over the weekend. Meanwhile, Steve Rolls has fought since 2011, and he just had his first 10-rounder in December. That's insane for Triple G to be fighting someone like that. That's insane because Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo, Ryan Garcia, Rolly, like, they're young 20s, and they'll probably fight 10-rounders if they haven't already. Tank Davis has already fought in fights that were scheduled for 10. They're just not going 10 because he's knocking fools out. But, you know, I can understand them fighting in, you know, 4 or 6, you know, Joey Spencer, Money Powell and stuff, because you have to, you know, increase the resistance, you know. So, but they're all young 20s, so that's what you're supposed to do. But a guy who's 35 fighting in 10 rounds, he had never fought in a 10-rounder, then that means his career hasn't been moved like that. Clarissa Shields just fought a 10-rounder, and she only has 10 fights, and she's only 24 years old. That's what I'm talking about. So obviously this is a guy who hasn't been moved at an elite level because, like I said, Mick Connellan and Shakur and all these people will definitely graduate to 8 and 10 rounders if they haven't already in the next, in the upcoming years. There's no way you can justify this. I don't care if John Skipper called me right now. It don't matter. There's no justification for this. It doesn't build the Canelo fight. It's an unknown name in America. It's a guy who just fought his first 10-rounder in 19 fights in a career that spanned 7-8 years. He's just now fighting his first 10-rounder. And Triple G is a silver Olympian going against it. Come on, bro. And he's fighting at a catch weight from what I heard. New media. I can't wait to see. And see, bro, this is how new media got the game in the Cobra clutch. They're either going to conform and agree with us, which is it's going to show their true colors that they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about, because now they have to conform and start agreeing with new media. So that, whatever, the more the merrier. That doesn't hurt us. Or they can keep the charades and keep the bullshit going on and try to somehow spin this and bring up Charlo and Andrade and black fighters and Canelo and brown fighter, and try to somehow shape this into a mega fight or a justifiable fight, or, oh, it's just a tune-up. Again, why you need a tune-up if you just said you got Rob versus Canelo? Why you need a tune-up if you're pound for pound? You're pound for pound number one. Why you need a tune-up if ESPN just said a year ago that you're the best 25 in the last 25 years? Why you need a tune-up? Crawford ain't getting no light touch like that. Amir Khan, even despite his deficiencies or whatever people feel about his jaw, that's an interesting stylistic matchup, and it's definitely no Steve Rolls stylistically. There's no way you could compare Amir Khan's resume, chin or not, to Steve Rolls. Amir Khan has actually beaten good guys. Luis Collazo, Zab Judah, Devin Alexander, Marcos Maidana, Kotelnik at the time, and he's competed with some of the best, Bradis Prescott at the time, Danny Garcia, Canelo, So there's no way, and he's a silver medalist, so there's no way you can even remotely compare. But once again, that's what they do with black and brown fighters, especially black fighters. They say, oh, why is Charlo fighting Brandon Adams? Why does Terrence Crawford's resume look like this? Why Errol Spence fight Ocampo? Why this? Why that? Again, don't even come to my page, because you're going to get annihilated. Talking about Teofimo don't deserve Lomachenko. Lomachenko got 15 fights and a loss. Talking about Teofimo he didn't earn it. Okay, so what did Steve Rolls do? Old media is dead. I told you it's a thing of the past. We working. How Teofimo, he's been looking better than Steve Rolls has. So how Steve Rolls get the shot? See, once again, it's all politics. They all try to flip it and make it look like, oh, yeah, why? Because they know Teofimo's a fucking threat to their savior, someone that they're rooting for to do well, and they don't want anything getting in the way of that. That's why nobody cares if there's nobody trying to prevent. You notice this when you utter the words Jermall Charlo and liken him to fighting Triple G, you hear all types of resistance. Oh, what has Charlo done? Charlo, this is why old media is dead, bro. What has Charlo done to deserve it? Charlo ain't beat no one. Charlo lost to Matt Korobov. Charlo, he's a bum. Charlo, Charlotte twins, and you hear all this negative shit. Where is your commentary for Steve Rolls? Because put Jermall Charlo in with Steve Rolls, you would be screaming bloody murder. Put Jermall Charlo in with Steve Rolls and see what happens. If Charlo doesn't deserve it and Andre doesn't deserve it, please justify Steve Rolls. That's how I know we're winning, because this shit they say don't make no sense. Charlo, who's he beaten? This is what they say. Who is Charlo beaten to deserve an opportunity at King Golovkin? Okay, so who did Steve Rolls beat? What has he done career-wise that trumps what Charlo has done to the point where you would expect Steve Rolls and Golovkin? I'll wait. See, no answers per usual. On that note, I'm doing my job. I don't like the fight. You know, I'm just going to drop the mic right there. Something for you guys to think about. But this is a travesty. This is like for real, for real. Like I said, just look at the warning signs. Triple G rumored to fight. The rumors look like they're growing stronger. And then people, I don't believe it until I hear Triple G say it. Okay. And like I said, with Dazn, they got some ground to make up, being the new kid in school, and you're raising the price, and this is the product you're giving. I don't watch baseball. Like, I watch some baseball, but I don't get to catch every game. Beyond that, I have ESPN Plus, and I have regular sports channels, so I could watch like my local teams here, like the Giants and shit. I don't watch like everybody, like Phillies games and Mets games and everybody's games like that. It's too many fucking baseball games. You get what I'm saying? Bruce Phillips going in. Oh my God. See, now Eagles Army just riding on y'all. Black Bruce Wayne Jr. said, what happened to black fighters not entertaining? Well, I guess Steve Rhodes proved Abel wrong, because this is who he's fighting. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Canelo has this man looking crazy out here. Canelo's younger, beat Golovkin, and is fighting a mega fight, with Jacobs, a dangerous fight. Talking about fighting Kovalev, and Triple G, Steve Rhodes have agreed to terms according to Sports Illustrated, which I would say is a big sports company. Canelo is shitting on Golovkin, and it's not even close. Once again, new media. See, that's why I don't trip, because all I have to do is wait. I say my shit, wait, and we gonna see. Oh, Luis Ortiz, yeah, this guy will fight him. This guy, okay, let's see if he fights him next. And then you see an announcement. So, for the announcement, my fighter will not be fighting. It's like a Maury Povich test. You are not the father. You are not fighting Luis Ortiz. Everything we're saying keeps coming true. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. But Canelo and Jacobs, salute to y'all. Big up to y'all. This is, and when people say overrated and overhyped, this is what they're talking about. Overhyped, meaning like you said he was the best 25 in the 25 years of boxing, last 25 years of boxing. This is what Dan Rayfield said, and ESPN and all that. They said he was #1 pound for pound. Okay, then why is he not being held to the standard that Mayweather and Ward, when they held that coveted position, were held to? Ward moved up a division to show you he was the man still. He could have kept fighting at 68. He could have fought Gilberto Ramirez and James DeGale, Badu Jack, and probably won those fights. Moved up to fight Barrera and Kovalev twice and beat them all. And Brand. Triple G, he can't fight Caleb Smith. Real talk, I like Caleb Smith, but he ain't proven nothing. He beat George Groves. That's a good fight for his resume and his career, but George Groves ain't really, he's taken several losses. Carl Froch been beat him twice. Badu Jack had been beat him. You know what I'm saying? But that would be a good fight. I wouldn't be mad at that. And he still has, what I'm saying is Caleb Smith has room to prove. He still has more to prove. But that's still a better fight than this. So if you're going to fight at 68 pounds, what about David Benavidez? What about Caleb Smith? Why didn't you ever answer the Zurdo Ramirez? This is crazy, bro. This is absolute insanity. But anyway, I'm out. You guys let me know in the rest of the comment section if you like this fight. Peace.